welcome to Cook Love Eat 2.0, more than a cooking show. I'm your host Chef Deepthi, bringing you some awesome recipes and health ka tadka. I have been approached by several women through social media after the first episode of Cook Love Eat 2.0. Many of them praising the show and my sari attire. But some question my choice behind wearing this 6-yard drape for a cooking show. I want to tell all my admirers that I personally love wearing saris. And to understand more, I would like you all to take some deepology lesson before we move further on this show. भाई अगर मेरी deepology की class आपकी समझ में ना आई हो, तो let me invite a very vibrant and vivacious person who has inspired many women like myself to include sari in their wardrobe. Please welcome Mrs. Ruby Shekar of Demure Drapes.
Teaching would be the best way to learn, helping a lot of people like me who didn't know about saris. So I started reading, writing, and then sharing my knowledge about it. When you feel you don't know something about, it's never too late to learn about it.
Thank you, Ruby ji, for being on the show.
My pleasure.
In this era of modernization, all women today prefer to wear westerns over traditional outfits. You created this cult called Demure Drapes. What made you do that?
For me, saris happened very late in my life. I grew up not wearing saris. I didn't know anything about saris, and that's why the page happened.
Ruby ji, tell us a little bit about the significance of a sari for you or in the life of an Indian woman.
I did feel a little bit left out when, I would go for celebrations and all, and I would feel that the others were looking really great. But then when I started wearing saris, I felt like something different, and for me, a celebration is always associated with a sari. It really brings out the elegance in a woman, sensuality at the same time.
And I think it's just one of those outfits that look good on women of every age.
Absolutely, because today the youngsters who are wearing the saris, you can see how beautifully they have evolutionized the sari. You might see a girl stepping out of the house to go for her prom. At the same time, her BG is saying bye to her who's looking like really traditional in her sari. It is like the same attire can go so beautiful.
There are 108 ways that you can drape it. What is your favorite style?
What you are wearing. I love the Gujarati style the most.
Thank you so much.
I wore the shibori because I knew that we were going to be doing a Gujarati cuisine. This is from Rajasthan, and Rajasthan being so close to Gujarat, I thought, okay, let me wear something close by. We should always associate our culture, our food, and our traditions, everything together. That makes India so beautiful, right?
Ruby and I are cooking something very special today. It's a very special Gujarati dish called bharwa mirchi. I'm going to start preparing the stuffing for our bharwa chili. And this is no ordinary stuffing. I'm going to use Gopal Vanilla Ghatia to make stuffing. And we're going to blend it until it becomes like a powder consistency. I'm going to add coriander powder, a little bit of cumin, some turmeric. Having this COVID-19, it's known for its antiseptic properties. It's supposed to boost immunity. Yes. This is dry mango powder, and this is going to give a nice tang to our stuffing. A little bit of salt, not too much, and just a tad bit of sugar. So I'm going to mix everything together. I'm going to also add in a little bit of coriander. And what the oil is going to do is, it's just going to bring everything together. Stuffing is ready here. And I'm going to start preparing the chilies and slit the chili.
I just want to ask you a question. When I do this, my hands burn a lot. Is there a way that we can do something where our hands don't burn?
You could wear gloves or apply a little bit of oil on your hands. Definitely skin to skin, like for example, mine is like totally immune now, so it doesn't burn. And now I'm just going to take the stuffing and fill it in. This is besan, aka chickpea flour. I have to prepare a batter. Again, I'm going to add in the same spices that I added to the stuffing. Baking soda is very important because it makes your batter light and fluffy. You know, I saw this post on your page. A lady wearing a sari was not allowed in a bar in India. It's very strange. This is our national outfit.
Of course, it made us really angry, and that is one of the reasons I shared the post. I was not a very social person earlier, but because of the page happening, I have acquired so many friends, and that's why Pihu Lahiri, that's a friend in Vietnam, she was very sweet. She called and she followed up. We came to know that the issue had been resolved, so that was like kind of a relief.
Do you think that the sari industry is going to survive in the future?
Today, the sari industry is on a different trajectory altogether. We celebrated Singapore's bicentennial, 200 women wearing saris. In this event, we had ladies from 42 countries, and they all wore sari. Each and every woman said the same thing: I feel like a princess and I look like a queen today. When and how did you start cooking, and how do you love cooking so much?
I started cooking at a very young age. You know, I was only 5 or 6 when I used to watch my mother. Yes, my mom would just give me some atta and some water and just let me play with it. I used to feel, oh, I'm helping her, whereas she used to give me that just to keep me busy and keep me out of the kitchen. And by the time I was 13 years old, I remember I could cook an entire meal for the whole family. Very important that your oil is heated to optimal temperature of 350 degree Fahrenheit. How do we check whether the oil has reached the right temperature or not? It's really very easy. All you need to do is drop a little bit of the batter. If it goes down and comes up slowly, then that means the oil has reached the right temperature.
I'm really scared of the chilies, but I am going to give it a try today. Really tasty.
Ruby ji, I really enjoyed cooking with you today. You know, you asked me so many interesting questions. I really want to thank you for being on our show today. Would you like to say something to our audience?
If food is cooked with love, eaten with love, and served with love, it really nourishes your body as well as the soul.